ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Yesterday we saw shloka 527, is it? Yeah, so we saw 527 in the last part. In continuation, the Acharya tells the Shishya in the 528 shloka, नास्ति निर्वसनान् मौनात् परं सुखकृदुत्तमं विज्ञातात्मसुखस्वरूपस्य स्वानन्दरसपायिनः। नास्ति निर्वासनात् मौनात् परं सुखकृत् उत्तमं। सुखकृत् इज उपपद तत्पुरुष। सुखं करोति इति सुखकृत्। What is this Sukhakrut? Uttamam Sukhakrut, that which brings about the highest happiness. Maunat param Sukhakrut nasti. Param Sukhakrut, Uttamam Sukhakrut nasti. Other than Mauna. Other than Mauna. So this is not true for everyone. No, if the mind is running havoc inside and a person is silent from outside, that's no good. But what is the context here? The context here is of Vijñāta Atma Swarupa, one who has known his Atma Swarupa. What is his Atma Swarupa? We saw yesterday. Just a minute, please. Sorry. So we saw yesterday Atma Swarupa Satchit is easy, but Ananda Swarupa also he knows. Therefore, the shloka says Swananda Rasapayinaha. Rasapayina Shashti Ekvachana. Rasapayin, one who is partaking of rasa. And I think this would be can even be taken as a tachilya. By his own swarupa, his shila is to partake of ananda that is there. Swananda rasa, not some other rasa. So in Taittiriya Upanishad is raso vaisaha. So that Brahma is rasa rupa, manifests as rasa, ananda rasa in every vishaya that is objectified. Once these vishayas are known to be nothing other than the appearance of one's own Brahmatma Swarupa, and that Nama and Rupa are Mithya, then one obviously withdraws from all those. And then this Swananda Rasa becomes very easy to partake. Thereby Rasapayinaha, Tasya Rasapayinaha. Who is that? Vijñāta Atma Swarupa. He is that Vijñāta Atma Swarupa Bauri. Vijñāta Atma Swarupam Yena Saha Vijñāta Atma Swarupaha. Tasya Vijñāta Atma Swarupasya Swananda Rasapayinaha Nirvasanat Maunat. That Mauna, not just Mauna, but which is free from Vasana within. One should not be, giving into the tendencies which are there. And we have seen that the vasanas have gone away by practice of samadhi for a long time. Nididhyasana and Brahmarupa Samadhi, negating everything other than Brahmatma Swarupa, one remains in one's own nature. That does, the Yoga Shastra says that leads to Samadhi, which is a Dharma Megha. And that Dharma Megha, that Amrita, takes away all the Visha. What kind of Visha? The Vasana Rupa Visha. And then Nirvasanat Maunat Param Uttamam Sukhakrit Nasti. That itself, that Mauna itself becomes Sukhakrit. Earlier we have seen that in the Maunam Bhajaswa, Bhajaswa Maunam, in 526, the Acharya had said to the Shishya, Bhajaswa, Maunam Bhajaswa. And Tasmat Maunat, Nirvasanat Maunat. Nirvasana is what? Nirgata Vasana Yasmat. Maunat. Tat Maunam, Nirvasanam Maunam. And Tasmat Nirvasanat Maunat. From that Mauna, where there is no Vasana Lesha, Vasanas have gone away. They have been destroyed. The Kashaya has gone away. There is nothing what is called as unconscious. You don't know about it till you reach there. In meditation also, we have seen this earlier as well. Just to gather back, due to the long break, when you are doing dhyana, you wouldn't even know that you had such vasanas. They come about. They are trapped inside. They get freed by manifesting. If you give in to those desires, give in to those vasanas, then you are trapped again. But you just watch those. What is called Amanaska Yoga. Mandukya Karikakara, Bhagavan Gaudapadacharya says Amanaskam. What is that Amanaskam? You don't go along with the mind. The mind has its vasana based on the samskaras which are gathered across janmas. And these need not be only human. These can be of any gender, of any species. In any loka. So all these can come about as a part in your prarabdha in this janma, and if they have not got an occasion to be let out, they find an occasion when the mind is still. Therefore, when you are in mauna, these vasanas will surface, and when they surface, you just watch them and let them go. They do not trouble us. Thereby, nirvasanat maunat param uttamam sukhakrit nasti eva. Kasya vijnata swarupasya. Only for a person who knows his swarupa can let the vasanas go. Because these vasanas, if I feed them, if I meet these desires, they manifest in the form of raga and dvesha. If I give in to them, then I will be searching for ananda which does not exist. In things that do not have ananda, I would be mistakenly searching for, just like I have done across janmas forever. Therefore, only one who knows that I am that Atma Swarupa and Swananda Rasapai, who is a Swananda Rasapai, he can let it go. Once you let it go, then mauna is your natural state. Then nirvasanat maunat param uttamam sukhakrit nasti, then it will lead to more ananda and yet a little more. Which is the journey? The Swarupananda is what one wants finally. So that is the 528th verse. The 529th verse in continuation says, Gacchantishtan upavishan shayano vanyatha piva yathechaya vased vidwan atma ramas sada munihi. So this munihi, we have seen mananat munihi, maunat muni also. Both due to mauna he is a muni now. Earlier he was a muni due to manana. Now if this mauna slips, he slips from this mauna, then he has to do manana and come back. But this has been done across several, across whatever time was needed. And finally the Shishya has landed here. If at all he is still sleeping, then the Guru tells him that Maunam Bhajasva. You come back to Mauna, let the other things go. Do Manana, come back and then land on your own Swarupa, which is Mauna. There is no voice, there is no sense organ for the Atma. Stay there. And that is the Sukhakrut. So here, what will the person be doing? Will he go about? In second chapter we see of Gita, Sthitaprajnasya Lakshanam. Lakshanam kim? Ka bhasha. What is the bhasha of Sthitaprajna, who is Mauna? Can this Mauna have a bhasha? At the body mind sense complex there may be bhasha, but at the Atma level where the mind is rolling back, folding back into, there is no speech possible. There is Mauna there. So Gachan Tishtan, all Shatranta Pada, Gachan Tishtan, Upavishan, Shayano va Anyathapi va. Whether the Jnani now is going about, is standing still, Upavishan, whether he is sitting, Upavishan, or where he is Shayanaha, meaning he is lying down, Shatranta and Shanajanta, or Anyathapi va, or in any other, any other way he is Yathechaya. Whatever Yathechaya is, actually is Yadriksha Labha Santushta, whatever comes about. But then he does not care for the rules anymore. The rules do not apply to him anymore, because he is not the body mind sense complex. The body mind sense complex have the rules. He does not have the rules. Thereby, not that he transgresses it, but then he does not look at a time and say that, okay, this is the time to do something, this is the time to not do something. He may not sleep at the time that everyone sleeps. He may not, wake up the way everyone wants him to wake up, or whatever is the expectation, he may or may not. Not that he'll definitely do, not that he'll definitely not do. We cannot, that is true with everyone though, but then will others have a binding of social binding or the dharmic binding? The Jnani may go along with it or may not go along with it for Loka Sangraha. But otherwise, he is absorbed in Atma. So what the Sharira does is whatever is due in Prarabdha then. Yatechaya Vased, and he remains as he pleases. Because his pleasure is not in the body mind sense complex, his pleasure is in the Atma. That's why it is said, the Jnani of that order may appear like a madman also. We don't know the difference, because we are not there yet. We don't know our mind, let alone the others. And far be it for us to know the mind of the Jnani, which is as though non-existent. As though, not non-existent, as though non-existent. He has no connection there, it is there. As long as the body is there, it is going to be there. It will fold back, it will come out again, and then he may or may not associate based on wherever he is, what level of absorption he is in. You have seen these gradations earlier. So, in all of these, Munihi Sada Atma Ramaha. Atma eva arama yasya. Saha Atma Rama. Bahuri. Atma itself is his resting place. Arama, he is his, the ground of resolution, or Arama also has a sense of, the Sukha, where his Sukha is. He rejoices in his own self. And therefore, Sada Atma Ramahasan Yathechya Vaset. He remains the way he wants. There is no want the way. We should not, for lack of better word, it is used as Ichcha. But that Ichcha is not the way our Ichcha is driven by Raga Dvesha. His Ichcha is driven by the what is called as the universal will, which is Prarabdha, manifest as Prarabdha in his body. Whatever needs to be done by that body, whatever is due, it will get done. Further, 538 shloka says, न देश कालासन दिग्यमाधि लक्ष्याद्यपेक्ष प्रतिबुद्ध वृत्तेः संसिद्ध तत्त्वस्य महात्मनोऽस्ति स्ववेदनेका नियमाद्यवस्था. So न देश कालासन dig. So desha kala asana dik yama adi. So what are these? Na desha kala asana dik yama adi lakshyaadyapeksha pratibuddha vrittehe संसिद्ध तत्वस्य महात्मनोस्ति स्वेदनेका नियमाद्यवस्था. सो प्रतिबुद्ध वृत्तेः षष्ठी एकवचन. For this Mahatma, Mahatmanah means for this Mahatma, Asti, the na in the beginning will go with the Asti verb. Nasti. Mahatmanah Niyamadi Avastha Nasti. That is what I said. Earlier I mentioned that Dharma Ityadi. Driven by Dharma. What kind of Dharma? Oh, this has to be done. Kartavya Karma. Otherwise I'll get Papa, Pratyavaya Dosha. If I don't do my sandhya, he does not have that anymore. That's why he takes to sannyasa. So here it is said, no desha kala asana. There is no, which desha he should go to, which he should not go to. Kala. What is the kala for? He does not have a Brahmi Murta or any of that. Asana. No, this is the only way he should sit. He should sit in this manner. A yogi's pose. People may have some thinking that a yogi should sit in this manner. He has nothing of that sort. Then all this yama, he should face this direction only. We have these issues that for japa, this direction, morning sandhya, you have to face east. Evening sandhya, you have to face west. This is where I offer my arghya. He has none of those. He may sit facing any direction. And this yama niyama, all these yama niyamas are there. What should be done, what should not be done. All these do not apply to him because these are given by the Vedas for what purpose? For chitta shuddhi, for punya papa. All these are possible for a person who considers himself as a person. For a karta only this bhoga is possible. For a karta only yama niyamas are possible. When karta is gone, meaning kartritva bhava is gone, then how can that jiva be called as karta? That jiva is jiva brahmaiva. Naparaha. Then what niyama is possible? What avastha? Niyamadi avastha is not possible for you. Vedas cannot instruct to do or not do. Injunctions and prohibitions are not possible directed towards someone who is not someone. He is not an individual anymore. So the Vedas have served the purpose. Not that they are meaningless. They have served their purpose by their entirety being meaningful. He has walked that journey. He has used it as a user manual. Once you see any user manual, you refer to it only as long as you can operate the whatever device it is talking about. The device, the Vedas are talking about is a user manual for life, for moksha. What is the purpose of human? So Purushartha Siddhi, for Purushartha Siddhi, the Vedas are a manual. Now once you know how to use the device, you don't keep on opening the user manual. You can use this device so much so that it is a second nature. Similarly, the whatever dharma and dharmartha kama moksha shastra tells you, that has served its purpose. It has become your second nature. You cannot go wrong. That is the idea really here. Vedas cannot tell him what to do, but he does not do anything else because he already has Vaidika samskaras. That is the real deal there. But then sometimes you feel that he is doing whatever he wants. That is due from the prarabdha of the sharira. So what is the anvaya here? Samsiddha tattvasya So Mahatma is the person being talked about here. Mahatma is Mahan Atma Antakaranam Yasya. Because Atma is Mahan anyway. So Atma is here Antakarana. Why Mahan? Because it has resolved into the Atma, Mahat Tattva. Atma, not Mahat in the sense of the Sankhya Mahat, but the Atma which is Mahan, unto that this other Atma which was taken as Atma, the Manomaya Kosha, the mind has resolved, and therefore by itself the mind has also now become Mahan by merging with the Mahan as though. So this person now has that kind of an Antakarana, that kind of a Atma, Antakarana mind. And how he has become that kind of a Mahatma? Because he is Samsiddha Tattva. He has understood the Tattva. He has had Siddhi of the Tattva, and not, the Siddhi like the other Siddhis. This Tattva is Siddha to him. It is very clear to him. Samyak Siddha. So Samyak Siddha, Samyak Siddham Tattvam Yasya. Sa Samsiddha Tattva Tasya Samsiddha Tattvasya. That is the Mahatma. And he is Pratibuddha Vritti. He has this Vritti which is, he has had this Akhandakara Vritti, which that Phalavyapti is not needed anymore, because that Atma shines forth on its own. And to that kind of a Mahatma, Desha Kala Asana Digyamadi Lakshadhyapeksha. Then Lakshadhyapeksha, what is the goal? He does not have a goal. He is already attained the goal. So that Apeksha itself is not there. Lakshadhyapeksha Nasti. Why? What is the reasoning for that? Why should he not have any Yama Niyama Ityadi, Desha Kala Niyama? So we can take Yamadi Niyama with Desha Kala also. Desha Kala Asana Dik Yamadi Lakshadhyapeksha Nasti, because Swavedane Ka Niyamadhyavastha. Swavedane, because he already knows the Atma Tattva, which is Swasya Vedanam, Swasya Vidya. Atma Vidya he already has. Now towards that Atma Vidya, the entire Vedas are structured, and he already has that. Then how can there be a Niyama towards Atma Vidya for an Atma Jnani, Atmavit? Cannot be there. So Swavedane Ka Niyamadhyavastha is also, it is Aksheparte Ka. Ka Niyamadhyavastha, Ka, because it is Aksheparte Kim, declined in feminine, because Avastha is feminine. So Swavedane Ka Niyamadhyavastha means Niyamadi Avastha Nasti Ityartha. In Shukashtakam, Shukamuni says this: Nistraigunye Pati Vicharatam Ko Vidhik Ko Nishedha. Those who are walking as though walking the path, Pati Vicharatam, Charatam, those who are Charan, those who are going about on Nistraigunya. There is no guna there. It is Triguna Rahita. Nirgatam. All this Traigunyam is Nigatam. Nirgatam has gone away. All these three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, have gone away. Only Sattva, Rajas, Tamas in their predominance or in combinations are driving a person, other kind of a person, the general populace, to go around and act. If Rajas is predominant, if Tamas is predominant, a person goes to sleep, and if Sattva is predominant, then one may do dharmic karya. So all these in various combinations make the person act. Guna guneshu vartante. But for a person who has transgressed these three gunas, Nistraigunye Pati Vicharatam, that kind of a path where trigunas do not exist, how can there be Vidhi or Nisheda? Ko Vidhi Ko Nishedha, says Shukamuni in Shukashtakam. It is that exact thing here. Samsiddha Tattvasya Mahatmanaha Swavedane Ka Niyamadhyavastha Kapi Nasti Ityartha. Further, 531st shloka says Ghatoyam iti, and then now see Niyamadi Avastha Savedane, what should one do? This is taken further in the 531st shloka and analyze as to these, what is the pramana for anything? Why does Jnani does not have this pramana now? That is analyzed in the next one. Ghatoyam iti vijñātum niyamakko nvapekṣyate vina pramana sushtutvam yasmin sati padarthadhihi. Ghataha ayam ghataha iti vijñātum kaha niyama anupekṣyate. Can someone tell you otherwise when your eyes are seeing a pot? This is a pot. If you see this is a pot, no one can tell you it is not a pot, because you are seeing a pot. One can tell you, but then will you trust that person? Because you will say pratyaksha, it is pratyaksha to me. Similarly, Atma is pratyaksha. When Atma is pratyaksha, Atma is always pratyaksha, but to the mind it is not pratyaksha because it is tuned outward. When it becomes pratyaksha to one who connects with that mind, and then it is very clear using that same tool, which is the only tool we have, buddhi and antakarana, which behaves as mana and buddhi, that which was going outward towards the ghata, that time when someone tells you that this is not a ghata, or other sense organs which have no say there, that this does not sound like a ghata, it does not taste like a ghata, it does not feel like a ghata, it's irrelevant, because my eyes are pramana for the ghata. I see the ghata, I know this is how the ghata looks like, I have knowledge of ghata. So ghata jnane sati ayam ghataha iti vijñātum kaha niyama anvapekṣate. How can there be expectancy of another rule like a pramana? No, this is how you should know the pot. Hey, I already know the pot, I don't need any other niyama anymore. Similarly, vina pramana sushtutvam yasmin sati padarthadhi. So padarthadhi is possible only when you have pramana, and once you have pramana, you don't need another pramana. So that is said here is that this is a pot which needs a pramana to know that it is a pot. For that the chakshu are the pramana, eyes are the pramana, and after knowing it, pramana sushtutvam vina pramana sushtutvam padarthadhi nasti. Padarthadhi is not possible. A little difficult construct there. Which word goes with what? So if you see yasmin niyame sati, that yasmin is there. Yasmin niyame sati, that yasmin should go with niyama. Niyamaha na apekshate. Kaha niyama anuapekshate, anvapekshate means na apekshate. That is kaimutika nyaya. But without that niyama you cannot know. Niyama can be taken as pramana here. If without this is how you know the pot. You open your eyes, there is a niyama. You open your eyes to see the pot. Without that niyama, you cannot see the pot. And once you know the pot, you don't need that niyama. So, yasmin niyame sati pramana sushtutvam vina padarthadhi bhavati. Ghatayam iti vijñātum kaha niyamaha anvapekṣate. So, a difficult construct, but the idea is what? Without the niyama you cannot know, and after the niyama, pramana working, you don't need niyama. So, pramane sati ayam atma in comparison. So, it has to be taken with the next shloka, which is ayam atma. So, let's look at both the shlokas. Ghatoyam iti vijñātum niyamakko nvapekṣate vina pramana sushtutvam yasmin sati padarthadhihi ayam atma nitya siddha pramane sati bhasate na deshan napi va kalam na shuddhim vapekṣate. So earlier 531 shloka says ghatayam iti vijñātum kaha niyamaha anvapekṣate, and this 532nd says that ayam atma nitya siddha pramane sati bhasate, and that pramane sati bhasate, earlier in the 531st it is said yasmin sati pramana sushtutvam vina padartha dhihi. So once you know, once you use the pramana, use the niyama and get to the pramana and know, then you don't need the niyama. Similarly in the atma also, the vishaya, atma vishaya also, you don't need any niyama that you have to follow this particular rule. Once you know it, you don't need any of that. In fact, atma is already known. We have a noise along with that, because no one says that I do not know myself. Everyone has a misunderstanding of knowing oneself as the body mind sense complex, a son of this person, a daughter of this, a mother of that, a doctor, an engineer, ityadi. There is no understanding which is lacking. In the sense, it is not a zero understanding, it is not ignorance the way they say. You don't have ignorance about yourself. You know what you are, but that is erroneous knowledge. Therefore, the Atma shines forth as I, but that I is mixed into something else as I am this or that. If you know I am, that is sufficient. If you know I am this or that, then that's where it is mixed with the noise. Therefore, I am is known. Without that, no other knowledge is possible. I am this. Once that this or that admixture of that noisy things around, that happens, then we end up misunderstanding, saying that I am this person now, body mind sense complex. So without that I you cannot know. That's another way to look at it. Without the I you cannot know anything. But once you know the I, you don't need anything. That is the idea here. This ayam atma nitya siddha. That ghata ayam, that padartha dhi, means that to know the meaning of padartha, what is that pod exactly, that vastu, for that niyama are needed, pramana sushtutvam is needed. And that pramana sushtutvam is which has led to that. Now you don't need any more pramana because it has already worked. Similarly, ayam atma nitya siddha pramane sati bhasate. What is the pramana? That shruti pramana, shabda pramana. Once the shabda pramana tells you who you really are, then that nitya siddha, which was already nitya siddha, already ever shining forth, that shining forth atma becomes as though you know, which was hidden, it reveals itself. I reveal myself to myself when the pramana is working. So pramane sati ayam atma bhasate. But what was this atma? Nitya siddha, always siddha, as though reveals, as though hidden, and therefore as though bhasate now. And for that now, there is no kala shuddhi ityadi needed, because atma is ever shuddha, atma is kala tita. So na desham na api va kalam na shuddhim apekshate apyakshate api apekshate api apekshate apyapekshate. Now once you know that, see, till you know that, till you want to know your own self, what were you doing? You are saying that no, I need to follow all the dharma marga which has been prescribed. It is needed, yes, it is needed. Without that it is not possible. So Vedas are pramana for karma as well as jnana, Vedanta. You have to walk the path of karma to reach the jnana kanda. Without that you cannot skip. Therefore karma yoga is necessary. Those who think that okay, jnana is not working, I need to do something, is because karma yoga is lacking. If karma yoga is done, then once this jnana shines forth, nothing much needs to be done there. You just need to stay there. But we think that we cannot stay there because this jnana, I don't think it is right. Why? Because karma yoga has been lacking. How will the jnana shine forth? Therefore pramane sati bhasate, but that pramana will work only when, otherwise nitya siddha should not need a pramana really. But Nitya Siddha also needs a pramana, because pramana is not for that Nitya Shuddha Atma really. It is for to take away the Anitya, whichever is Anitya which is mixed up, to take away that pramana is needed. Shruti works in the manner of Neti Neti, not in the to say that Iti Iti, Satchidananda Brahma. That Vakya also is to negate what you are not. You are not Asat, you are not Achit, and you are not Anatma, Anananda, or you are not the Anta Tattva. Because there is no Tattva which is Anta, you are not that Anta Padarthas which are there around you. They are Nama Rupatmaka. So this is how it works. So Yasmin Niyame Sati, if you put them together, Pramana Sushtutvam Vina Padartha Dhi Bhavati. So without so once you follow that niyama, then you don't need any pramana sushtutvam. You open your eyes and then you see the pot. You don't question, okay, is the pramana right anymore? You don't question that, because that niyama itself will lead you there. Ghatavayam iti vijñātum ko niyama anvepekshate. Then that niyama is no longer needed. So pramane sati ayam atma deshan na apekshate, kalam vapi na apekshate, Shuddhim vapi na apekshate. But then what is it? Apitu, you can add, apitu Nitya Siddha bhasate. Nitya Siddha, San Nitya Siddha bhasate, was already Nitya Siddha. Yah Nitya Siddha, sa eva Nitya Siddha bhasate. What was already Nitya Siddha, now it is really Nitya Siddha, because you do not go away from it anymore. You don't need any other pramana. And you are not working with other pramanas anymore. This, as in, you don't get tied up as aham karta bhokta. Thereby Atma remains Nitya Siddha now. This is the 531st and 532nd shloka. In the next shloka, Bhagavad Padacharya says, Devadattoham ityetad vijñānam nirapekshakam tadvad brahma vidopyasya brahma miti vedanam. So once you have landed on this Atma Tattva, like the Shishya has now, the Acharya tells the Shishya, how clear is it now? Devadattaha aham, I am Devadatta, I am whatever, my name is, I call myself with that name, because I was thinking earlier, I am this person, aham Praveenaha, Bhattakule Jataha. So all these ideas are there. I have born in this family, I am a man, I was an engineer, I am a sadhaka, I am a student, I am a teacher, I am a doctor, or no, I am a social worker, I am a karma yogi, all these ideas are there. I am a mother to this person, this child. So all these, in various ways, I know this person, thereby I am a friend of this whoever, this politician. All these ideas are there. Oh, I am a rich man. Oh, I am so poor. All these ideas, I am a dullard. Oh, I am a scholar. All these various ideas which are put together and make up the person and brings about these emotions in various ways. Ending up to what? I am this singular entity called as Devadattaha. Devadatta is one name, just one name. Devadattaha. Shastras use these names. Soyam Devadattaha. The Shastra says, just like Soyam Devadattaha. When you see the other, but that other for himself, what does he consider? I am Devadatta. I am the same Devadatta that you saw there. I am the same Devadatta now. As a child, I was that Devadatta. Now also I am that Devadatta. So aham dev, if you wake up that person at 2 o'clock at night, suddenly Devadatta get up. He wakes up and he says, oh, who's Devadatta? He does not say that. Who's Devadatta? He says, oh yeah, what happened? He does not even think that what is my name? Unless there is accidental issues. But otherwise, a normal person, he knows what his name is, he knows who he is. Erroneously, but he knows. That knowledge, the way it does not need any other input anymore. He already knows by himself, he knows that I am Devadatta. So aham yatha aham Devadatta iti etad vijnanam. Just like that knowledge, it is very clear to you. No one can tell you that, oh, to Devadatta, that you are Somadatta. Hey, I am not Somadatta, I am Devadatta. How can you tell me that I am Somadatta? I already know that I am Devadatta. No one else can counter his knowledge. How firm that knowledge is. Yatha aham Devadattah iti etad vijnanam bhavati. Katham bhavati? Yatha, how do you say yatha? How? Yatha? Nirapeksham. That it does not need someone to tell him that you are Devadatta. If someone tells him that you are Somadatta, he says, no, I am Devadatta. If someone tells you you are Devadatta, he says, I already know I am Devadatta. I mean, meaningless statements if someone goes and tells him. He says, I already know I am Devadatta. No one needs to tell me. No one needs to tell me one way or the other. So, Nirapekshakam jnanam yatha bhavati Devadattasya ayam aham Devadatta iti. Iti etad jnanam yatha nirapeksham bhavati tatha. Similarly, should be your knowledge, he tells the Shishya, tadvad brahmavidapi asya brahmavidapi tadvad eva tatha or tadvad yadvat devadatta aham iti. So, yatha or yadvat. So, how is that Brahmavit's knowledge now? Aham Brahma iti vedanam. Yadvat means what? Yadvat is nirapekshakam there. Similarly, tadvat is nirapekshakam. Tadvat eva nirapekshakam vedanam bhavati. Yadvat aham devadatta iti vijnanam nirapekshakam bhavati. Tadvat eva asya brahmavidaha aham brahma iti vedanam, meaning vijnanam nirapekshakam bhavati. Does not need any, it has no dependency on anything or anyone else. He already knows that I am Brahma. No one can tell him otherwise anymore. Now if you go and tell him you are Devadatta, he may not disagree, but he knows that he is not Devadatta anymore. He is a Brahmavit. Not is Brahmavit anymore. If you tell him you are a Brahmavit, he says he may not counter it. But he knows that I am not Brahmavit. He knows that I am Brahma. Because Brahmavit means that you are different from Brahma, you know Brahma, but he knows Brahma Atmatvena Janati. Therefore, Brahmavit knows that he is Brahma, not that he is Brahmavit. Nirapekshakam does not have any dependency on anything else. The next shloka says, Bhanu neva jagat sarvam bhasate yasya tejasa anatmakam asattucham kinnu tasyav bhasakam. How does he know this? How is it nirapekshakam? Why does not it have dependency on something else? For you to know ayam ghataha, this is a pot, there is some other prakasha needed to light up that pot. You can't see that pot in darkness, so you need some light there. When the vritti happens in the mind, ghata vritti, then ghata vritti is jada, it does not need any prakasha. Then the Atma Prakasha lights it up, that Chaitanya lights it up. But once you have Brahmakara vritti, Brahma itself is as though the object. You don't, once the veil, Ajnana, it removes the Ajnana. Once the veil of Ajnana is removed, then the Atma, which is not segmented as subject and object anymore, it does not need to be lit up. It is self-shining. Because it is that Chittattva which makes all Jnana possible, how can it expect anything else? How can it have a dependency? So that is extended with an example, explained here with an example and extended from the earlier shloka as to how can that be nirapekshakam. Kimartham nirapekshakam? That can be the sangati there. He says bhanuna iva yasya tejasa, bhanuna iva yasya tejasa sarvam jagat bhasate. How this entire world is lit up by the sun. and the sun itself does not need any other shine. It is nirapekshakam. Similarly, anatmakam asattucham kinnu tasya bhasakam. So actually that anatmakam asattucham kinnu tasya bhasakam, there this bhanuna iva yasya tejasa sarvam anatmakam asattucham jagat. That jagat, anatmakam asattucham will go with jagat. Anatmakam asattucham jagat sarvam jagat bhanuna iva yasya tejasa bhasate. And that bhanu, does that bhanu is Surya, does it also shine on its own? That sun also shines. Yasya tejasa bhanuna iva bhasate tasya avabhasam kinnu bhavati. What can be? So bhanuna iva is said, just like the world shines forth, which is jada. In the, see this jagat and that anatmakam asat tucham, all of that is sarvam, and this entire thing is used in the example as well as exemplified. In the example, all this entire world shines forth. It does not have its own shine, it is lit up by the sun. Similarly, this, once you see that, because in Brihadaranyaka it is analyzed, if it is really lit up by the sun, then after Suryasta you should not see this at all. Yes, the light, in physics tells you that the light that you see, that light is the sunlight which is reflected. But what after the sun sets? Then Chandra may be. Oh, if Chandra is not there, let's say it is Amavasya, then what? Oh, some other lamp or bulb. What if that is not there? In darkness also. Oh, in darkness I don't see. Oh, really? When you go to sleep, is it darkness? Yes, it is darkness. Then how do you see the dream? If it is really darkness within, how do you see the dream? In the dream you can have a sun also. You can have a moon as well. You can have a sun. You can have so many suns also. Sunlight is all created by you there. So that is the comparison. It is actually hinting towards that Brihad mantra. Bhanuna iva yasya tejasa, yasya is yasya atmanaha, yasya atmanaha tejasa tasya avabhasakam kimnu bhavati. Again Kaimutika Nyaya. Just like the sun, through the sunlight, just like through the sunlight, everything shines forth due to whose sunlight, due to whose Chaitanya, that Chaitanya's avabhasakam kinnu bhavati. Tasya Chaitanyasya atmanaha, chidatmanaha avabhasakam kinnu bhavati. Why atmanaha? Because bhanuna iva yasya. Yasya bhanuna iva yasya cannot go with bhanu itself. Whose shine, yasya tejasa, due to whose shine everything shines forth, just like the light of sun. Through the light of sun everything shines. Similarly, the way the sun does not need light, the Atma does not need Chaitanya. That is the 534th shloka. Veda Shastra Puranani Bhutani Sakalanyapi Yenarthavanti Tankimnu Vijñātāram Prakāshayet. And further, Veda Shastra Puranani Bhutani Sakalani api, Sakalani Bhutani api. Further, what? All Jagat, what is Jagat made up of? All the Bhutas, all the beings, all the Padarthas. So, Yena Sakalani api Veda Shastra Puranani Bhutani Arthavanti. They become meaningful. If you have all these things in front of you, they will be meaningful only when you can see them, when you can cognize them. And that cognition is not possible unless you know yourself as I. Aham janami. That ghatam janami is not possible unless the aham vritti comes forth. This is the regular parlance. But then for an atma jnani, that atma is what appears as everything else. And the Veda Shastra Purana also in reality are meaningful only due to Atma Prakasha, Brahmatma Prakasha. So yena sakalani api, all these, what are those? Veda, Shastras, Puranas, Bhutani and Upalakshana. It can be extended to anything. Oh, I know something else which is not covered here. All that arthavanti, they are meaningful. Tam vijñātāram, that which makes everything known. Again Brihad Mantra says that. Yena sarvam vijñātam, tam kena vijāniyāt. So tam vijñātāram kinnu prakashayet, who will reveal that revealer of everything. Not needed. No one can reveal the revealer. There is no apeksha also possible. There is no revelation possible of the already Nitya Siddha, ever revealed Vijñātāram. Vijñātāram Kimnu Prakashe, that Vijñāta who makes everything else meaningful through their knowledge, through the Chaitanya which is lent. Who will light that up? Not needed. Kinnu Prakashet, how is it possible also? Shakyarte also prakashayet, kinnu prakashayet, kaimute kanyaya. Further in 536, Esha swayam jyotirananta shaktihi atma prameya sakalanubhutihi yameva vijñāya vimukta bandha jayatyayam brahmavid uttamottamah. So, ayam Brahmavid Uttamottamah, the best of the best knowers of Brahman now. Jayati. Vimukta Bandha Sanjayati. So it is difficult to say what is this Jayati. Jayati is the right form really. We have in another mantra, not another mantra, which has become a statement, Satyameva Jayate. So Jayate it comes from Vedas, so it is Vaidika Chandasa Prayoga. But really Jayate is not right because this Jaye, this Dhatu is not Atmanepadi. It is a Parasmaipadi Dhatu which becomes Atmanepadi when it takes an Upasarga V. So Vijayate is fine, Jayate is not fine for our usage. So Bhagavad Padashara says Jayati. Jayati is the right form. Jayate is Chandasa Prayoga. Vijayate would be right, but not Jayate. Here Jayati. Jayati is what? He lives on. How does he live on? Vimukta Bandha Sanjayati. He lives on as in he victorious. Siddhi is attains. Basically, Jaya is what? Is victory. What is the victory for any human being? The victory, real victory, is Atma Jaya, means knowing your Atma Swarupa, which is the Purushartha Siddhi, which is the reason we have taken the human birth. That itself is Jaya. So Vimukta Bandha Sanjayati. One who is freed from bondage remains so, and that is the Jaya there. Who is this? Brahmavid Uttamottamah. He is Uttamottamah. He is the best among the best. Ayam Brahmavid Uttamah. So, Esha Atma Swayam Jyotihi Ananta Shaktihi Aprameyaha. Aprameya because no Pramana is possible anymore, because Pramana is there, he cannot be objectified. That Atma is Aprameyaha. It is not a prameya vastu. It is not something which can be objectified. Therefore, aprameyaha. It cannot be measured also. Mane. It cannot be measured. So, limitless. You cannot objectify it. Limitless. How can you objectify the limitless? So, aprameyaha. Ananta Shaktihi. Swayam Jyoti. Ananta Shaktihi. You cannot know all this. So in 10th chapter, in 7th and 9th chapter of Gita, Bhagwan's vibhutis have been talked about. But Bhagwan Bhashyakara in the 10th chapter of Gita, he opens up a question there as to although it is covered in Saptamo and Navamo Adhyaya, again Vistarena Vada. He tells there is inquisitiveness in the mind of Arjuna. Arjuna says, Vistarena Vada, give me Vistara, tell me, you have told me briefly in the 7th and 9th, it was not chapter wise when Krishna taught Arjuna, but from our perspective, he says that whatever earlier you have said, and for us it is 7th and 9th chapter. So Arjuna says, although you have told me earlier, it was too brief, There is, this Amrita Rasa which is coming from you, I don't want it to end. So he says, you tell me in Vistara. What is your vibhuti? You keep on telling me everything. Tell me everything and tell me in every detail. But it is Aprama, you cannot know all the vibhutis, Ananta Shakti, it will never end. So finally Bhagavan has to say what? He opens up by saying that, what is the Prathama there? Tatra Tavat Prathamam. What is the first among the vibhutis? That I am there in all bhutas, Atmatvena Bhavami. I am paraphrasing there, but that is the idea there. When he starts talking about vibhuti, you can look up the 10th chapter, the first shloka, very first shloka, where Bhagavan responds to Arjuna. He says, this is my vibhuti. I am there as Atma in every being. That is the main vibhuti there. If you know that, therefore Swayam Jyoti, that Atma which is Swayam Jyoti, if you know yourself, you know all the vibhutis. Otherwise Ananta Shakti is Aprameyaha. You know yourself as yourself. If you try to objectify all that is there, the journey will never end. So Esha Atma, what is that Esha Atma? Near. How near? As yourself. Esha is finally not near proximate, but it is so proximate as Raho Shiravat it will be. If you take it as, oh, I want to know him, so Tasya, Asya, Esha will be, you will say Asya Rupam Kim. If you start inquiring into that, there is no Asya anymore, because that Raho Shiravat Shashti, it will become that Esha is Atma is Aham there. There is no difference. So Esha Atma Swayam Jyotihi shines forth on its own because Nitya Siddhaha. Otherwise Ananta Shakti Aprameyaha, otherwise not possible to know, but still known as oneself alone. Yameva Vijnaya, Yameva Atmanam Swayam Jyoti, that Swayam Jyoti Yasya Sahatma Swayam Jyoti, that Swayam Jyoti Ananta Shakti Yasya, or Ananta Shakti is singular, so Anantaha Shaktayaha Yasya. Saha Ananta Shakti Atma, and Tam Atmanam, Yameva Atmanam Vijnaya, knowing that very Atma as oneself, this Brahmavid Uttama Uttamaha, Vimukta Bandha San, being free from bondage. Vimukta Bandha is also Bahuri. Being freed from that bondage, he Jayati. This is the 536 shloka. We will see 537 onwards in the next part. सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरंतम गोचरम गोविंदम परमानंदम सद्गुरुम प्रणतोस्म्यहम. Any questions? No questions. See you in the next part. Namaste.